Hi everyone, welcome to Faith Friday. My name is Father Sam Kachuba. Have you been using the phrase back to normal a lot lately? I've been using it way too much, far more than I want to. Something struck me. I don't want to go back to normal. I don't want to go back to the way things were. Not because I want this quarantine or anything to continue. I'm not a lunatic. But because in this time, if I'm really honest, God has shown me some things, some areas of my life where I need to grow. He's shown me some things that I've prioritized that I don't need to make a priority. And he showed me what I really need to have as my main focus and as my main priority. In all of this, God has been at work. And that just reflects a great principle of the spiritual life, that nothing is ever wasted. God does not want to waste anything that happens in our lives. He wants to use it all. And when he uses the things that happen to us, whether it's something that's really good and joyful and that we enjoy, or something that's a cause for us to suffer, God still wants to use it. In other words, there is grace in every single moment of our lives where God wants to be active and present. And sometimes when things are normal, when I'm in my ordinary routine, I can miss out on those graces. I can miss out on the ways that God wants to be present and active. I can miss out on the ways that God is giving me grace and the grace that I need in every moment. So I don't know if I really want things to go back to normal, but instead I want to recognize the ways that he's been challenging me to grow, the ways that he's been calling me to a new way of living, and the ways that he has been inviting me deeper into a relationship with him. As you've gone through this quarantine, what are some things that you have recognized as a need in your own heart? What are some things that you've recognized as a place where God might want you to grow more? Have you reprioritized? Have you started looking at things and said, you know what, this isn't important anymore, or this can't be important again when life gets back to normal? Have you seen anything in your own prayer life changing? Increased time for prayer, particular devotions that you've taken up? Have you seen anything happening where you're appreciating things differently? Because in all of this stuff, God does not want it to go to waste in your life. This time of quarantine, this time of pandemic, as much as it's a time of suffering and challenge, and it is, God still wants to use it for your benefit. He still wants to build you up in faith, in hope, in love. He still wants to build you up in virtue, and he still wants to call you deeper into a relationship with him. So let's not be in too much of a rush to go back to normal, but let's be in a rush to go back to what God desires for us. Let's be in a rush to accept every grace and blessing that he's offering to us, even in the midst of our sufferings and our challenges. Let's be in a rush, not for back to normal, but for that conversion of heart that he's inviting us all to. God bless you.